Aw, animals.
Tastes like chicken. Earlier we brought you the story of a dog eating crocodile. But today we've got something a little better. A crocodile eating python. Nice, yeah? Aussie dude Wayne Chevis spotted the 3-meter-long reptile snaking around the croc near Lake Argyle in Darwin on Sunday. Crocs and pythons chow down on all sorts of things, but rarely each other. The python emerged from the hunt pretty much unhurt. What's weird is that crocs generally weigh in at around half a ton of pure muscle. So that python must be jacked.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews.
Want to see a snake eating a tarantula or another snake? Then hang around because we got you covered. Crikey! Horse watches a python chowing down. Gnarly photos of a 7-meter-long python eating a wallaby in Queensland, Australia have gone viral. Known as scrub python, these guys commonly chow down on smaller creatures. But hey, it was New Year's Day and Mr. Snake wanted to try something with a little extra bounce. And how exactly he got his fangs on this marsupial is anybody's guess, because wallabies bounce around at pretty high speeds. Amusingly, a nearby horse is also pictured watching the snake feast, and this curious equine went in for a really close look at the action. The images were taken by Bernie Worlsford. He told ABC it took the python 3 hours to swallow the wallaby. Wow!
Tarantula photographed eating a snake for the first time in the wild. In October of 2015, a group of researchers walking around the grassy hills of Brazil stumbled upon an incredible sight, one they were surprised to witness up close. A huge tarantula feasting on the body of a ground snake. They photographed the spine-tingling spectacle and published a report of their findings in December. What happened leading up to the meal is unknown, but the team suspect the snake may have snuck into the area, coming across the cozy dark den with plans of calling it home. Little did the 15-inch snake realize the space already had a tenant. The tarantula was quick to give him notice. She would have sunk her almost inch-long fangs into the snake, the venom liquefying its insides. Once decomposed, the tarantula then enjoyed its meal, fueling our nightmares for years to come. The incident is believed to be the first known account of a tarantula eating a snake in the wild. The researchers report that previous incidents of tarantulas eating snakes have only been witnessed in controlled settings, where the snake would be introduced to the spider. Turns out, in the tarantula's lair, not only are small birds, rodents, and lizards on the menu, snakes are a delicacy too.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews.
In Australia, not even the pythons are safe. Extremely rare footage of a brown snake eating a carpet python has been captured on film. Where else but down under? The incident was filmed on January 2nd at a suburban house near Brisbane in the state of Queensland. It shows a deadly brown snake taking several leisurely hours to devour his less fortunate fellow serpent, presumably after a fight to the death. Brown snakes are the world's second most venomous land snake and are responsible for about half of all human deaths from snake bites in Australia. The non-poisonous carpet python? Well, not so much. The incredible scene was discovered by fearless snake-catching duo Norman and Sally Hill. Sally filmed on her cell phone as her husband coaxed the brown snake into a bag. Norman made sure not to interrupt the feeding session so the python wasn't regurgitated. Apparently there's an old saying in Australia that if you've got a carpet python, you won't have a brown snake, but on this evidence, that's just a myth. In fact, Sally reckons the brown snake population is on the rise down under, which could be increasing competition for food. It might have taken 3 hours, but eventually the brown snake finished his meal and was then removed from the house. Usually brown snakes eat frogs, birds, rats, and mice. But according to the Australian Museum, the species is known to be cannibalistic in captivity and can prey on snakes of a similar size. Which just goes to show that in deadly Australia, even some of the biggest predators can sometimes become the prey.